Alright, got first place from today's OTS trophy tournament at the dugout. What's your name? What'd you play?
My name is Danny, and I play Tri-brigade Zoo. Best deck.
Apparently. And there's the trophy. So, anything you want to say beforehand? Shout-outs or anything?
Oh, yeah, my friend Riley for hooking me up with this 1 of 7 beautiful mat, and then I'll do other shout-outs at the end of the video.
Okay.
Alright, let's get into it.
Yeah, let's go.
So I'm going to start off with the Tri-brigade lineup. So I played 3 fractal. It's standard.
Turn around.
Most of this is going to be standard. Played 3 kit, 3 Nerval, and then 2 Cuirass. So with this list, I've seen a few people play a 3rd Cuirass. In theory, I understand why. It is a very good extender. Like if you get Astral Fractal and you have this with a combination of this or just another copy of this, in theory, it's just really good because if you ditch one of these off this, it still fills your graveyard. If you hard draw Revolt, it helps you play through like a typical Ash Blossom or a typical hand trap. But I like 2. I do play 3 Desires in this deck, but so far 2 has been really good to me, so the past couple tournaments. So that's it for the Tri-brigade lineup. For the Zoo, I played double Thoroughblade and 1 Ram. So people ask me all the time, why don't I play Rat, or why don't I consider Rat? It's the same concept of why people I choose not to play Rescue Cat. It's if you go Rat normal summon, it's susceptible to Imperm, Gamma, Valor, Ash Blossom. There's just like too many impermanents. There's just too many hand traps that hit that 1 card, and if you hard draw it and that's your only like monster, no way to if you have a Tanky or something or a Fractal, it's really bad. So I like playing this package over the Rat. Yep. So that's it for the Zoo, just a very small lineup. And then MVP in this like heavy hand trap format is for the hand trap. So we went with generic best hand trap in the game, Ash Blossom, 3 Effect Valor, 2 Crow, and double Blossom. So we're playing 10 hand traps in the main. This is self-explanatory, just hits a lot of different cards. In the meta, Valor's just good in this format. First source, like going second. Crow's overall good. There's a lot of graveyard reliant decks. Crow's really good against Drytron. It's good against Outlich if you run into it. It's good against Prank Kids if you know where to hit. And then Bell same way if you know where to hit certain decks. Drytron. In my opinion, I've won games off this against Drytron by itself. But yeah, they've all worked. No more than 10. And then for the spells, I play 3 Desires. I wouldn't cut it to 2. This card draws me crack every time.
Gee.
And then I play 3 Tanky. Then the rest of the spells are 1/0s. 1 Call by the Grave. Card's insane. 1 Barrage. I see that card more than I should. And then, so I took an idea from Pack, so shout out to Pack for this. So he got first with this Prank Kids at the YCS. I was maining Feather Duster, and he is very correct that this card in theory is better because it can be activated in the standby phase, so Harpies cannot. It's good in the Prank Kids matchup if you draw it. It's good against a lot of just like trap, a lot of just in general, just a lot of standby shenanigans. Like this card is generically good. It's good against like the Schism, like if you play Shaddolls and you can draw the 1 Twister. In theory, it's better in the standby because you can't activate the Schism in the standby phase. So it hits 2 and it's a quick play. That's what makes it really good. It's better than Twister. I mean, better than Harpy's Feather.
Yeah.
And then for the traps, didn't play a lot. I just played 7. So obviously the most broken trap in this deck is Revolt. Pluses you way too much. Played 3 Strike. And a card that should be banned because I guess for me it doesn't have that low percentage.
Oh my gosh.
I draw this card so much, it's like I'm maining 3. So this card should not exist. I literally see this card and Barrage in my hand so much, it's insane. It's ridiculous. I'll bait so many people in like Barrage, or I'll like go one Imperial Order. It's not fair. I literally cheat so many people with this Imperial Order and Barrage all day. Literally all day. I made Appaloosa one time today against all my matches. One time. It was just hand trap Zeus. That was it. Hand trap Zeus all day.
Jeez.
And then I want to go into the side deck. Side deck just has a barrage, just a shit ton of hand traps.
Oh yeah, I know this one. I got nailed by half of it.
I went with 3 Ogre. My friend James, he helped me build this deck. Like I had a lot of the deck was already built. A lot of stuff was already in there, but some of the stuff we did change, like certain hand trap lineup. So I wasn't playing this last week at the last OTS. I was playing Dark Ruler over this. It never came up, and the thing about Dark Ruler is when you're playing against combo decks, if you're already siding a lot of hand traps and you're already making a lot of hand traps, why do you need the Dark Ruler if you're not letting them make a board? So like in that sense, like you wanna this deck can OTK pretty quickly. So Dark Ruler, if you're just gonna hand trap from the deck, there's no point of playing Dark Ruler. It makes no sense. So we did this. This didn't come up, but I did play Ultrageist today, and I did draw it. So if he was gonna go spoofing or anything, he was fucked.
You have to mention how it trades with Appaloosa and Fafnir.
And yes, and this also trades with Fafnir and Appaloosa, because if they make an Appaloosa, which does kill this deck, like James said, then if they go Appaloosa negate, I can just Ogre it, and then they can't chain because it's 1 per chain. Also with the Fafnir effect, when they go to send, you just get rid of it, and like he'll tell you, it'll just end their turn, because they'll get the spell and then have no Fafnir and have to commit to going into another Fafnir. So yeah, so that was the idea behind that. It didn't come up, but if it did, it was going to be there. Obviously, 3 Droll, Drytron. Really, only Drytron. Like I rather a lot of decks, man. They don't like against Shaddoll Invoked. It's not that great. I mean, it's okay, but mostly just Drytron. I didn't want to side too heavy for Drytron because my main already has generic good cards against that deck. And I'm 6-1 against Drytron so far the past 2 weeks.
Fucking bragging about it. Okay.
Dude,
No,
you're calling us out.
Yeah.
Yeah. First against Frankish, now against Drytron. He's calling us out, boys.
And then I played double Skullmaster Crow, so I mained the 2 Crow. This card's nuts. Like these cards are insane. Like I see these cards so much.
Especially against Frank kids.
Very good against Frank kids. Very good against Frank kids. In the finals today for this glorious first place trophy, I literally opened up Crow, Meister, Ash, Callby, and I just won.
And another Meister.
And another Meister, which you contact seed me, but I made access code.
With Meister.
With Meister.
That's broken.
So those are the hand traps. So people are people ask me why at another shop called the Dugout. I showed them my site, like, why aren't you playing Cycle Reader? Because I don't want to main too much for Drytron when I generically in my main have a good Drytron matchup with the hand traps. Not so much because like it's just the hand trap. Like Ash, Crow, and sometimes Bell and Crow can just end the game if you know where to hit Drytrons. Like today I played one where I literally just Crowed the Alpha and then just Bell the spell card that searches. That adds back from the graveyard.
Yeah.
Preparation Arise. There we go.
Yeah.
So spell that and cast. So that's it for the hand traps, and then for the spells, the other 2 Twin, and the 1 Harvest Dresser. Still good. No need to explain on that. And then I had hope with this too. Red Reboot. So basically, I also was playing Judgment in the side. At one point, I was thinking of putting Judgment, but this goes along with this as well. I also played 2 Anti-Spell, because the idea is this is a better Judgment, because this will just stop, like in the standby, just activate, it'll just stop Lightning Storm, like anything really, unless they have Cosmic or Twin. But, I mean, if they don't open, like, this is just good. It just blows out a lot of extra All Invoke, any heavy spell.
Sky Striker.
Prank Kids. Yeah.
Drytron.
So that's it for the side. I'm happy with it. The only change I did make to it was the Ogres. We took out the Dark Ruler for the Ogres. I think I might continue to play with it because I really didn't get a chance to really have this card perform.
I don't think you drew that all day.
I drew it once, but against Ultrageist, I didn't need it because I drew Red Reboot Twin Twister. So I drew Red Reboot Twin Twister and a way to get combo, so it didn't matter. I went Barrage, so I just made simplified game that I just made, attack.
So you sacked him.
Yes, very much so. I sacked everybody today. Hand trap galore. And then we'll go for
Let's see the extra deck.
We'll go the extra deck. Oh, this is just very standard. 2, Bergy.
Cool.
One of this searches you your trap card, which is really good. 2 Omen. Don't need to pay more than 2. You play 3, you suck. One of this. This is literally standard ratio. If you play 3 of this, or 3 of this, or 2 of this, you just pass the game.
Sell the deck.
You're just bad. And then...
Any advice for those people?
Any advice for those people?
Yeah.
If you think you need to play 3 of this and 3 of this, you probably shouldn't play the deck. We'll go, like, standard combo, make Appaloosa with 1 Revolt Pass. Oh, that's very, very good Yu-Gi-Oh!
For a good player, you make Dragon Lord too.
So, didn't need that card. So we just played Appaloosa.
How many times have you made that card all day?
I didn't make Dragon Lord maybe but once.
I mean the Appaloosa. How many times have you made Appaloosa?
All day today?
Yeah.
Once. 1 Omrage, 1 Doom Eagle, 1 Lords, which I think Lords can bounce back anything on the field. So I actually did this effect where today a person tried to effect so I already had the Lord on the field because I had a weird hand, and so I made this and I normal summon a Fractal, and I go effect. He changed his face down imperm, and I chained this to bounce it back, and it resolves because it's a cost, and he just lost. Jeez. Because Lord can target any face-up card on the field.
And technically, he doesn't target. I just want you to go ahead and read it since you can't read your own card. Just so you're aware.
Oh, never mind. You can't do that.
You target the face up.
Yeah, you can't do it face up. Yeah.
Jeez.
Who did you cheat this time?
I didn't cheat anybody. Then I play the 1 Axis code.
Sean, edit that out.
Yeah, edit that out. That was actually wrong.
So leave it in. It's a funny deck profile.
And then for the zoo package, I mean, this is pretty much 1 Chalk, 1 Barbo, 1 Mortar, and 1 Zeus. Literally all day. The reason I have to make Appaloosa because I either have Revolt, if they stop me from making Appaloosa combo, or if I was going second, like they just hand trap me, and then I have like Barrage or a way to get to an extra summon, and then just summon the Zeus and then hand trap and make sure I get to. Zeus was probably on my field probably like 85% of the time throughout the matches. So yeah, I went today. This is we're at a smaller store.
AA cards.
So we're at AA cards right now. It's just up and coming store, and I'm playing at this locals. We played this locals. I went undefeated here, and then I went undefeated at the dugout, going 5-0, winning this trophy. So I'm 8-0 today. So the deck really performed, and I want to give shout outs to James. He helped me like build and put some of the technical cards in here to really let the deck be very consistent. And it's already a consistent deck, but I think that overall we really got the deck down to a T because it performed really well. Shout out to all the guys here at, in the Kokomo area, Peru area, that helped me play test. Like I said, a player doesn't get better without play testing partners and people that theorize decks. It's not a one-person thing. You yourself have to play the game in a very smart way, but you also need your peers to help you become a better player. That's why we call it play testing. And then shout out to Dugout for hosting a great tournament, and everybody that play tested, and then like I said, Riley for the mat, James for play testing with me and giving me all the goo. So that's it.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thanks.